Good evening, everyone. How's everybody feeling? Yeah! You having a good time so far? Yeah! Enjoying yourself? What do you think of Lotus? How about a round of applause? We've got a couple of surprises and some special announcements we want to make this evening, so if you'll just bear with me for about 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll get the festivities underway and get back to the music. First of all, good evening and welcome, and I'd like to just send out a few shout-outs to some very, very important people. First and foremost to Vic Schofield and to Steve Hatchett, who without their generous gratitude and hospitality, we certainly wouldn't have events like this. So we thank them very much for all they do for us. I'd also like to thank Sarah Mahan and Dan Watkins, who have championed this entire event for today, the Ride and Drive. I saw many of you today at the Ride and Drive. We had a great time, and just the camaraderie and the friendship that we have, it was just great. And I know I share with you that feeling that we just had a great, great time. Sarah and Dan put an awful lot of effort into the event this evening. They did all the grunt work. They did a lot of the heavy lifting, as we like to say, and we can't thank them enough, and a special shout out to them. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Dan. And also for our entire team, all the Schofield associates. There's so many that pitched in, worked today, worked all morning, very early, late last night in preparing this event, and they did such a great job. Many of the sales associates, the service associates put in their extra time. We thank them for all their efforts in pulling off this event. As far as the Ride and Drive that many of you attended today, we had an AutoPalooza Ride and Drive where we featured all the brands over here, and we'd like to thank Dave Parsons and his Performance Automotive Group for their help and assistance in orchestrating the Ride and Drive. Many of you had an opportunity to drive the vehicles on the streets of Wichita and take it on the highway and take some vehicles out that you may ordinarily not have taken out, so we hope you enjoyed that. We thank Dave for that. And then, last but not least, we'd certainly like to thank Porsche. Porsche Cars North America have really hit it out of the park with us with this event. They came and worked the event today for us. They're here tonight, and I'd just like to say thanks to the Porsche Driving Academy for making the event so great, and also to Michelle Juzeshin, to Ed Jude, to Jim Canary, and to Molly Sklar. They're all here from Porsche Cars, and we very much value the relationship and the partnership that we have with you. So I toast you right now with no drink in my hand. Also, a couple other notables. We've got Tom Middlestat, who's put on the entire event here, orchestrated through Sarah and Dan. He's done a nice job. We thank him for that. And Mimosa is the catering company, and also Jesse at your service is the bartending staff and the wait staff. So we sure appreciate all their help. As far as what we've got lined up for you, we've got the XM tent with Corey Miller. I invite you to go over there. He's given away an awful lot of prizes, awful lot of raffle items that you might want to make your way over and see Corey at the XM tent. He's always a great partner for us. We've got the dance floor that we hope to come alive both at Lexus and certainly over here. And then in addition to that, we have Bricks Clothiers here as well, which go ahead and take a look. We've got men's and women's fine apparel. We literally moved their shop right into our showroom. So we've got a little bit of everything. And most important, we've got a nice martini bar tucked in the corner that some of you haven't found your way to yet. This is one full month before its official launch in North America, and we've been selected as one of less than a handful of dealerships across the country to unveil this very, very special, spectacular vehicle, an additional vehicle to the Porsche lineup. So ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. We'd like to say no fighting, we'd like to say stand back, no drooling on the car. And when you see this vehicle, all of our staff here in the tie-dye shirts, they're ready, willing, and able to accept your deposits on the first order. So get your checkbooks ready. So without further ado, drum roll please. Unveil it.